are checking out SolarShares again. Today with a special guest, the COO of SolarShares. He's coming to join us today on stage. It's going to be a fun day. I'm looking forward to this. It looks like we're going to be doing winners of multiple rumbles today for the 15 USDT for the three winners. We're also going to be doing a prize for the best question because the COO of SolarShares is showing up. So the person with the best question, of course, is going to walk away with a $15 USDT prize. So I figured we'd give away a little something for that to celebrate him coming and joining us. I'm about to get the show started and set up, and we are going to... Oh, that doesn't help. I'm on the wrong one. There we go. Haha. It would help if I'm on the right page, right? But yeah, man, I'm going to start off with my spiel. You know, you want to be a friend, come join the friends, CJN Friends, www.discord.gg/CJN Friends. Come in, hop in. We have events every day. Next week, we're taking a break for a week. I'm going to be evaluating how the events went this week. And yeah, why is it still... Oh, because I'm on the wrong account. Duh, that sucks. All right. So you guys got to give me a second here. Let me get this situated. I'm used to using my other account, but I can't do it today, so I'm doing it this way. Give me 1 second, and the show shall go on. Let's see. It'll... And I should be able to start the stage now. Let's go. Get in here with all of our friends. All right. It looks like Eigirdas is already in here. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I do not know if you guys can hear me. Let me know. Probably can't. Give me 1 second. Disconnect. Join the stage and speak on stage. All right. We should be good now. You guys should be able to hear me now. Hopefully. Good morning, Eigirdas.
It's Taris. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Thanks for having me here today. Appreciate it, man.
Of course. Happy to have you, man. Yeah, usually we do a more relaxed day, but since you're here, we're going to do sort of like a play MA with the Rumble bot. We're going to let them go at it with daggers and lava and piranhas. And then we can also ask some questions and see who wins a little bit of a prize. The person with the best question today will walk away with 15 USDT on top of the three winners from the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna run that. Let me just turn this on here. Of course, because I'm not. Give me 1 second. Let me disconnect real quick. All right. I left him holding the stage for me. Yeah, my stuff is decidedly non-functional today, but I'm usually dysfunctional, so it works. Good morning, Crib. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out. I know you guys are excited for the Rumble, but Eigirdas, am I saying that right? Eigirdas, how do you say it?
It's my nickname, Aegis, so just call me by my nickname, but my full name is super hard. It's from Lithuania. It's Eigirdas. Just call me Aegis.
So it's Aegis or Eigirdas?
Aegis.
Okay.
It'll be easier.
So we'll go with Aegis. So Aegis is the COO for SolarShares. They saw that we were posting, they saw that we were talking about them, and they wanted to come in and join us today. So they're here to answer any questions that you might have on the project. A few of you guys posted some threads on SolarShare. If any of you guys had any questions, anything you weren't clear about, feel free to ask Aegis. He is happy to help and tell us a little bit more about the project. That's Easy. She's one of our mods. All right. Taco, it's not Tuesday, but you're always here, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. I see some new faces too. Felix, thanks for stopping in today. We're going to start off with a Rumble real quick. Have you played Rumble before, Eigirdas?
No, never again. How does it work?
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a Rumble, and then I'm going to post a link, and you just react under that link, and then it'll automatically generate a bunch of battles, and people will do different actions, and some people will kill some people will jump into lava and take a swim,
Mhm.
some people will eat poison berries. So it's more of like just a for fun random generated battle situation. But I'm gonna post that
Mhm.
up. That is up there, and I will post the link in here in the chat for you guys. And yeah, just react on that post, and then it'll generate all the information there as as people battle. So dying in the most not, yeah, you're not joking. um Easier likes to swim in the
Mhm.
lava. There's a couple people that seem to like eating poison berries or spitting themselves to death or laughing to death. So there's a lot of silly ways that it happens. They do have different like eras. Like they have like Jurassic era and like classical era. So it's a fun little game just to hang out and play with. Today is usually more relaxed. These guys are tired from writing their threads yesterday. Um, Rumble is no big on
Aris,
just
does this game require any kind of skill?
no. It's all chance based, which means Emmy usually wins.
Awesome.
Because Emmy is like blessed by RNGesus. I swear, man. This girl or this dude just doesn't lose. No matter what we do, even like the duck race. Well, the duck race of death, they tend to not have good luck with. But everything else, they just it's nonstop.
Mhm.
But it does look like it's going to be winner of multiple rumbles today. So if you win more than one rumble, you win the 15 USDT for the RNGesus. Uh, what's up, TJ? I know a few of you guys probably have some decent questions. I know some of you guys did. Yeah. All right, Player X. So if you could ask the team at SolarShares one question, what would you guys ask? Let's start off with that as we're waiting for the activities bot to kick off. 15 seconds. Actually, the activities bot just kicked off. So let's go. Let's see here. We've got 15 participants. Who's going to take the win for the first rumble today? While everybody's working on their stuff. Shua kills Taco. What a bloodbath. So yeah, this is essentially all it is. It's just round one. I am Shua, killed Taco 0782. What a bloodbath. Usanobo murders Creon. Mark the Great spun too hard, died of toxicity. Player X11 misjudged the depth of water and cracked their skull on the bottom. Usanobo then kills himself with some food poisoning. Let's see. Monday kills me. See my little friend, and TJ Paul kills himself. Everybody's on the suicide spree today. Player X gets revived by God and then takes out Abraham. Let's see. He just takes out Shua, get good. Cologne takes out Player X11, what a nub. And Shadi thought the piranhas were friendly fish. Yeah, Crayon, you second to die. Sorry, buddy. Fred the Great snaps Monday's neck while they were sleeping, and TJ Paul stabs Aegis with the cucumber. Shank bite vegetable. Cologne finds a dagger. Fred the Great eats some edible berries. No poison berries today, huh? And he steals a dagger off the corpse of a rival. Cologne slices Fred the Great's head off with the blunt side of the dagger. Cologne finds a lake and decides to take a chill. TJ finds a dagger stuck in an animal. So we've got TJ and Cologne left. Who's going to be the winner? TJ takes the win, stabbing Cologne multiple times in the chest with their dagger. So TJ's the first winner for today. Let's see if you guys got any questions up here yet for our guest. Oh. I later didn't hear anything from you. Almost there. Where's the prize money? What prize money? What prize money? Who said anything about prize money? No. I mess with you guys. Start seeing people rioting in the chat. Wait, what happened? Composing a question. All right, Crip, take your time, man. Like the best, well thought out question, or the question that Aegis helps us choose today, is going to be the winner. So I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, you can. Transparency and trust are crucial in blockchain projects. What auditing mechanisms or third-party validations does SolarShare utilize to ensure the authenticity and performance of its tokenized solar assets? That's actually a really good question.
Awesome. Great question. Great question. Thanks, TJ. So, of course, we're taking legal and regulatory compliance. SolarShare has engaged legal experts and accountants in Brazil to ensure adherence to cryptocurrency and energy regulations. So we're working with some partners here that are based basically in Brazil that are helping us out on this kind of side. And as well, we're doing on-chain transparency. So real-time energy data is intended to be recorded on-chain and for full transparency for all of our users. And as well, smart contract automations, as you know, so reward distribution is automated through smart contracts, ensuring efficient and transparency. So basically, once a week, our users that are owning the NFTs will be receiving the weekly APIs throughout whole year. So yeah, that's the answer your question, TJ.
What do you think, TJ? Did he answer that good enough for you?
Silence.
Creon's
Sounds means
answering.
yes.
Maybe TJ's still processing. So it's a mixture of on chain and off chain data though. So but all the
Exactly.
off chain data is pushed on chain so that it's recorded.
Exactly. Exactly. That's right.
Okay. Now that's kind of a question too. Like branching off of that one, um, if it's coming from off chain data to on chain data, is there any concern of data manipulation or anything in the go between from off chain to on chain?
Not really. So we have like implemented the third-party software that wouldn't be allowing this kind of stuff. But of course, anything is possible. We're still working on this kind of side, but in the future, we will be having more information on how we're gonna go over this kind of issues.
Hey, hey, Web three and technology, it's very much FAFO, and I like to say it's fuck around and
Exactly.
find out. Like you got to
Exactly.
test,
Exactly.
you got to try, and you know what? If you screw up and something goes wrong, you apologize and you make it better. And that's all you can ask for from a company to be just transparent and open with you about whether things are going right, whether things are going wrong, and how you're going to improve upon it if they are going wrong.
Yeah.
So,
We're actually soon going to be launching our dashboard, so it's your dashboard, where you will be able to see everything essentially, how much electricity you're generating, the potential electricity that you can generate in the future, past data, like different farms and their locations, and essentially which locations are producing the best revenue. So everything is going to be extremely transparent and basically even like simple user that is not part of the SolarShare, we will be able to go into our demo account and we'll be able to see everything transparently, what's happening there, leaderboards, and all of that stuff. So we're being completely transparent with our users. We're not trying to hide anything.
that's awesome. All right. Creon has a question too. So, SolarShare basically tokenizing solar panels, right? What's the digital representation going to be like? Not trying to win, just curious because I haven't read much about the project. Haha.
So like basically, yeah, we're tokenizing solar panels. So one solar panel is going to be fractioned into five pieces, five NFTs essentially, and this one NFT is going to be costing around $85 depending on the BRL and the USD exchange rates, but it's fluctuating between $82 to $95 currently. And throughout the year, we'll be able to generate around up to 18% APY. As well, this NFTs are going to be stakeable with our Solar token, which is going to be released in around 90 days, 45 days in this time period. And once you stake it fully, you will be able to generate those 18%, 80% APY in USDT. And if it's not staked, you're basically generating 9% in USDT, and the rest 9% is going to be auto staked with Solar token, which is going to take you around 3.7 years. And of course, you can just buy as well Solar token and stake it manually yourself.
That's awesome. Let's see. We've got another one from Crib. This one's a long one. Before I ask, I must say I love the ideology behind SolarShare because I'm myself an environmental activist, and I believe that what SolarShares is building is a revolutionary innovation in aspect of renewable energy. I have gone through everything about the SolarShare project, but the one thing that still questions me a little is that the aspect which has to do with the integration of panels with blockchain technology. That is revolutionary. It is a great step, but still pose uprise of some delicate question. Like, does it mean that the product and the technology of SolarShares can only be accessible by only Web3 users or countries at the forefront of innovation? Because a lot of people in the world hasn't been introduced to the concept of blockchain existence. How is SolarShares going to tackle that issue, or is SolarShares just aimed at the Web3 audience? So you're curious about Web2 and Web3 integration,
Yeah,
and I guess the audience base or the target market
that's
for
a
energy.
that's a really good question. That's a really good question by Chris. So we're not specifically targeting Web3. We're targeting Web2 and Web3. So both sides of the world. This is the beauty of this project, that we are in renewable energy, sustainability, and we're talking essentially with investors that are in Web3 space and the Web2 space. We're interested for both. You need to have minimal knowledge essentially uh, to be part of SolarShare, or basically buy NFT from us, and everything else is managed by us. You're going to be receiving into your wallet USDT weekly basis, and then essentially the taking mechanism is automated, so you don't have to do anything. Everything is automated. Our solar tokens are going to be automatically staked within your NFT. And if you want to do it manually and benefit full 18% APY, you can just take it yourself. Just buy off from our exchange, internal exchange, our token, Solar token, and stake it manually, and you're going to be good to go. And as well, I forgot to mention that to stake NFT, you need to purchase 30% of its value. So roughly speaking, if NFT is costing, let's say, $100, you need to purchase $30 worth of Solar tokens.
Okay, so you do have to have the token as well to participate in the revenue. Do you guys call it revenue share? Because that, like, to me, as somebody buying like the NFT and then getting a return on it, I would consider it revenue share. But I know some people are very touchy with terms because of regulations in certain areas, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so essentially you would be generating 18% profit, not revenue.
Okay, profit.
This was
Okay,
my
yeah,
mistake. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, like I said, I know there's certain like really tricky things with like regulations and how you
Yeah.
phrase things. So I completely understand. All
No
right.
worries, no worries, man.
I mean, this kind of project's new. This is from Shadi. Shadi's one of our regulars here for the lives. I mean, this kind of project is new to me, but it's really amazing
Mhm.
since I myself used to have solar panels and it was super helpful. But since it is an investment on ground, the solar panels have a limited lifetime, as far as I know, and solar panels have the potential to be harmed in some ways. Is there a kind of insurance on that?
Is in question, Shadi. Yes, we do have insurance on our solar panels. So if anything happens, in terms of any kind of natural disaster, like a tornado or whatever, like a thunderstorm strikes into our solar panels, which is highly unrealistic because we picked those specific regions that don't have this kind of natural disasters. Basically, it rains once a year in this region. It's Irecê in Bahia. It's one of the highest solar irradiation areas in the world. And yeah, we have insurance. If anything happens, let's say wind blows off your panel or anything, give or take 3 months, we will gonna rebuild everything for you, and you're gonna be still generating the APY throughout the year. And insurance is and as well, like the lifespan of solar panels is 20 years.
20 years. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, exactly. Of
And if anything happens to them beforehand, like
course, yeah,
if they face any like
yeah.
degradation or anything, I guess that would be covered under like the manufacturer, or would it be like an extra insurance that you guys have out on the panels themselves?
Yeah, so degradation is natural. You're gonna lose around 20% of their effectiveness throughout the time. but we can't really do much about it. It's just after the 20 years, we're going to be able to provide you with a custom offer, basically, where we will be selling NFTs, the new NFTs, the new solar panels at 50% discount rate for you guys. But everything is taken in account, and the 18% APY supposed to be lasting for you for 20 plus years.
Okay. That's actually awesome that you guys thought that far ahead for it, because a lot of you sit
Yeah,
there and you're buying an NFT at $100, and it's a lifetime NFT, but then like the investment degrades after 20 years. Like yeah, it's something that a lot of people are concerned about with RWAs, because a real world asset usually deteriorates over time, and nothing's forever when it comes to anything
exactly,
physical. But that's
exactly,
awesome.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, and we got another question from Player X. Player X, here's my question: what are the key technical, financial, environmental, and operational details of the SolarShare investment, including efficiency, cost, returns, and risks, to help me make an informed investment decision? That's a lot of questions in one question, Player X. So, even though it's a really detailed question, it's a great question, but you're basically asking what SolarShares
Okay,
is as a
okay,
whole in one question.
okay, okay. This is gonna take you a long time to answer, so but it's a great question, Player X. Let me formulate everything. So let me start from the first one. So key technical aspects. So basically, we have now three farms. We're about to build fourth and fifth one soon. But the first one, for example, solar Sunrise Farm, which is batch one, we have solar panels that are 550 watt monocrystalline, basically above average quality solar panels, and total capacity of that farm is around 110, 105 kilowatts. And the Sunny Valley has OSDA 585 watts professional monocrystalline panels, and yeah, they're built a bit more high quality, and of course they produce more energy. And as well, it's around 110 kilowatts, a little bit more. And the next ones are going to be 600 watts. So basically, the first farms were kind of like concepts that we're like trying to figure out what works best, what doesn't work, and then on the next ones we kind of have a know-how of we're going to move on and what kind of panels we're going to use for the best efficiency in the future. Then the farm capacity, as I mentioned, 110 kilowatts. Totally, we have 330 kilowatts from three farms. On a monthly basis, we're generating around 48,000 kilowatt hours, quite a lot. Um, what else? What else? What is was the financial environment? So yeah, as I mentioned, the NFT cost around the $87, 497 the Brazilian reais. Of course, the exchange rate is fluctuating, but it's been bouncing from $82 to 85 to $90, something like this. Um, what else can I tell you? So annual rewards are around 18%, as I've mentioned. Uh, and you will be receiving your profits on a weekly basis. So we're just gonna connect your wallet through MetaMask, and everything's gonna be automated for you guys. You don't need to press anything. You're just gonna be jumping into your wallet. Um, what else? What else was there? And so, this very long question,
it's
yeah.
one of those questions that ask you everything, and that's kind of why I mentioned, that they do have a website that you can read all of this on, dude. I was hoping for some more specific questions. I do have the next Rumble up, so you guys can go and click that while we're still going through some of the questions and stuff. But yeah, no, definitely Player X. Like if you have a specific question about a specific aspect of the platform or the project, definitely ask a specific question. I like
It's gonna be 30 minutes to answer everything with this.
yeah, this is like a full AMA question, like where it explains everything that everybody could possibly ask. Um, and a lot of these details are in their white paper. A lot of these details are in their in their general website
Yeah,
structure. So, like, if you have anything specific that you didn't understand or anything specific that you had more questions about, definitely, that's kind of where AMAs typically go. It's things that you might have had a hard time understanding or things that you might have specific questions
yeah.
about further. So, definitely, definitely appreciate the question though, brother. Let's see. Second question from Crib here. We've got ActivityBot link there. It's about to go off in 60 seconds. Guys, stop trolling them with this second reaction. Have everybody clicking the wrong one. That's not nice. Um, so, Crib's second question here is a great revolution like SolarShare combining. Buttering him up isn't going to get you the $15 any faster, Crib. Come on now. Um, a great revolution like SolarShare combining with a big technology as blockchain technology. But a quote goes that the greater the idea, the greater the risk. What are some preventative measures put in place just in case there are any breaches of security of the SolarShare asset? Because blockchain technology is great, but as well poses so many risks. So
Great question.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, like as I've mentioned, we're going to be having all risk insurance, so comprehensive insurance policies cover the physical solar farm assets against various risks, including potential physical security breaches or environmental damages. So anything happens to the panels or anything to our hardware, we're going to be covering for you guys, and it's going to be all included on our side. So we shouldn't be worrying about your investment into the physical assets. Well, we have quite well experienced team. One of the guys, for example, is Alex, who used to be working on the VChain, and VChain is, of course, as you might know, is more focused on the sustainability side. So he's been building our system, basically backend, quite well and super safe right now. As well, on-chain transparency, as I mentioned, we're going to be having our dashboard, and you will be able to see everything what's happening there, and everything is going to be as transparent as possible for you guys that you would know what's happening on the back end of our company. Um, what else? I mean, as well, legal and regulatory compliance. Just I would say engaging with the legal experts in Brazil ensures basically adherence to relevant laws, which can include data protection and operational security standards. So I don't know if this answers your question, Crib. Let me know if you would like me to clarify anything.
I like the way it reads. It sounds more like it's geared towards like the blockchain aspect, more towards like security measures may be in place around like the wallet controlling the contract addresses, or maybe more along
Yeah,
the lines of like data breach or hack aspects or concerns.
yeah. So I mean, uh, basically, just the use of blockchain provides a decentralized and transparent ledger for recording transactions and ownership and making data tampering difficult. So, I don't really know how to answer this question, but everything is intact. We used to work as well with the Exoworlds. This is one of the first projects of our CEO William, and he's learned a lot how to basically prevent breaches within the blockchain side and prevent any kind of manipulations internally. So all of the team, of course, is instructed on how to act in this kind of situations.
Okay. So you guys are trying to use industry best security practices to ensure that everything is secured and maintained at least. Like,
Of course,
yeah.
it's not, as I mentioned, it's not our first rodeo. Like we had our previous project, Exo World, and there were some, of course, intricacies where there were some breaches, and we learned from them, and we moved forward, and we're implementing them right now in SolarShare.
All right. Awesome. Let's go Monday. Monday wins the second Rumble Royale as we're talking about the project. So let's just keep the Rumble Royales going as we go here. We'll do a little bit of a just a general play MA because we got to try to get a few winners at least, and they have to win two. So it's a little harder today because they voted weird. I did not expect them to vote this way, but this is going to make a very long stream for me today. So let's see here. Player X had. Oh, wait. What do we have? Okay, it looks like Velocity had a question. What do we do about places like Moscow that don't get enough sunlight annually? Believe more in the accessibility of solar power rather than the investment and profits. So their solar panels are based in Bahia, Brazil. Currently, Velocity.
So yeah,
I don't know. Do you guys have any plans to take this globally? And if so, what would you do for
I
places?
mean, good question. I mean, of course, in the far future we would do it, but now we get quite high returns here in Brazil. Plus, we know regulatory system quite well here because William Campbell, who's the CEO of the company, once again, he's based here in Brazil. Sorry, in Bahia,
Mm,
Salvador. So he knows how to get around everything, and we're not planning in the future to move to other areas. And it's one of the as well highest solar radiated regions in the world. The future was we're planning to expand into the wind energy. Those returns are pretty nice, and the wind is blowing like throughout day and night. So we're gonna have that kind of diversification. But yeah, the time will tell. Probably we're gonna move to like Africa or something else.
yeah, and I think that's a lot of like the concern here because a lot of these guys are from the African region. So like I can
Yeah.
imagine there are a lot of people that would be wondering if this might potentially be something that pops up for them locally. Like I said when we were talking, the power infrastructure system down there isn't the best.
Mhm.
A lot of them work on limited power throughout the day, so it
Yeah.
could be interesting to see.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, we're doing this as well for the communities as well. Basically, building farms in the areas where there's not, how to put it right, the communities don't really have great access to electricity. So we're
Underdeveloped.
doing it like a 360 thing. Underdeveloped regions, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome because I think that that's one of the areas where blockchain really enables us to shine because
Exactly.
everybody has
Yep.
equal access to the blockchain.
Exactly. Exactly. So we're like democratizing access to the solar energy, which is it wasn't really
Exactly.
possible in the past. It's really interesting. We haven't found any kind of other projects that are doing similar thing. There are maybe a couple, one or two, but nothing similar to us, which makes us super happy as well, like market leaders.
Yeah, I think there was one project that was popping up that they were looking at property in Spain.
Hmm.
I forget the name of them. They were the ones with the little planets. Um,
Was it Web3 or Web2?
It was Web3. They had like
Web3.
little
Okay.
planet NFTs that they were selling based on it, and like I haven't
Hmm.
seen any information on them in forever, so I don't know if they actually went through with it or not. But the RWA scene is it's tough. It's like anything else in
Yeah.
Web3. It's multiple industries in one. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, more specific question for player X. What is the expected annual return on investment (ROI) for SolarShare, and how does it balance the upfront costs, ongoing expenses, and potential risks with the anticipated environmental benefits and long-term financial gains? Okay, you like really in-depth questions, player X, and I love it. I love it. I really do. Um, the expected annual
Okay.
return on investments. Let's start with that.
Okay. So expected annual return on investment, as I mentioned, is the 18% in USDT for NFT holders. So the same number, of course, this rate might change in the future if there's like nuclear winter or something that happens, which is super unlikely in case of World War III. But 18% is a very modest number, and it's going to be, we're, according to our calculations, we can keep it up for at least 20 years. Then balance of factors, I would say upfront costs of basically purchasing solar share NFTs with the entry possibility for approximately $87 of solar unit. We're basically keeping a markup rate of around 25, 30%, something like this for ourselves. What was the other question? Solution. How does it? What's the upfront cost? We talk about maybe expenses.
Yeah.
Then so
Uh,
basically, uh, yeah, How does it balance the
How does it
costs?
balance the upfront costs, ongoing expenses, and potential risks with the anticipated? Okay, so it's basically balancing the
Yeah,
costs
okay, so
versus the.
upfront cost of purchasing stolen NFTs with the if they mentioned like $87, and we have a markup of around 25%, 20%. Then ongoing expenses. So basically, we keep some percentage of generated revenue from the electricity for ourselves, and this is going to keep us going in the future essentially. As well, on the contrary, from the profits that we generate, we keep building farms for SolarShare, which generates electricity for ourselves, and we don't issue NFTs from those. We just a company to sustain its operations. Um, what else?
And managing the
As the
risks
ongoing
with the
expenses.
anticipated.
Managing the risk.
Yeah.
Okay, so volatility of solar and NFT values, of course. So this is one of the reasons regulatory changes in Brazil, if anything happens with regulations and how much they are willing uh, to pay for the electricity, this might impact us on the operational and environmental issues of the solar farm. So the, as I mentioned, if there is some kind of nuclear event or anything that happens,
You
this
got
might
really far
impact
away for a
your
second there.
returns. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got. It sounded like you got really far away for a second.
Ah, weird.
Yeah.
Okay, it might be the connection that is a little bit all over the place, but should be
That's
better
okay.
now. Can you
I
hear me
just wanted to
better?
let you know before you ran on with the question and we couldn't hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, okay, where was I? So potential risk, so financial liquidity, so of course the mitigated benefits of founder investment. I think this answers the question. Then the anticipated environmental benefits, of course, the obvious ones were supporting clean, renewable energy and we're contributing to a more sustainable future by expanding solar energy production. This is one of the main ones. So, what else was there? Long-term financial gains. Long-term financial gains. So, of course, passive returns. Uh, we are in sustainability and the renewable energy sector. So the investment is quite safe. It's not like you're in a DeFi or anything like this, or staking your money with some random projects. This is a real world asset. So your money is basically safe with us. So as long as there's sun, you're going to be generating return on investment with us. Um, and as well, you can get potential for increased rewards through solar staking and airdrops. Basically, the more NFTs you buy, the more airdrops you're going to be receiving, the more cashback you receive, and all that stuff. And what those?
That's pretty much it for his question.
Uh, I, I think like uh, long-term vision for us, of course. Like if you would like to have a look into a roadmap, you would see where we're essentially heading in this year in 2025. But as mentioned, we want to expand into different areas, not so, sorry, different areas, and diversify our operations in the different real-world assets. So one of the next ones that we're thinking is wind energy, and this is going to be very interesting one.
Yeah, you guys are planning on doing a study on that later on
Yeah,
in the year. Yeah, um,
exactly.
that'll be
Yeah.
interesting because I from studies that I've heard is that uh, a lot of wind based renewable energy has almost been like a net neutral rather than like a huge impact on environmental aspects. But not only that, like when it
Yeah,
comes to generation of energy and cost to generate to return of investment, it seems like it can be pretty low, especially here in the United States. They were saying that like
yeah,
turbines are renewable, they're good. It's just that they're not
yeah,
necessarily a net positive.
yeah. I mean, we did based on our calculations, ROI would be a little bit lower. It would be around 14% APY. but still, it will still generate profit for you throughout the year.
Hey, and that's the thing. Like this isn't like one of those. From what I've seen, most RWA plays aren't degen plays. They're not get rich quick
Yeah,
schemes. They're almost like
exactly.
aristocrat stocks, like the stocks where you invest in and over time you get your return back on them and then some, and you continuously reinvest those funds back into
Yeah,
either that stock or another similar stock and continue to reap your rewards over the years, just building up that portfolio as you go. So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we're a good, as I mentioned, we're really good split between Web 2 and Web 3 space, you know. So we get best of two worlds. We're not into, we're targeting, of course, like teaching community because for the money in that, but as well we're targeting Web 2 communities. So sustainability conscious individuals.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you're in the Web3 sector, you kind of have to target like the degen
Yeah,
community, right? Like,
exactly. Especially if you're doing the bull run.
all right, we got four people in the lead right now so far with the rumbles. I'm gonna get the next one going. Let's see here. Make sure that we keep those rolling so that we can get some winners in before I have to go and take a nap. uh, let's see. I got that going. Got that. Copy message link. Get that back in here for you guys. And I actually, what was it? Yeah, it's a good thing that you mentioned the roadmap because you guys need to do some research. Remember, we've got quiz night tomorrow. The roadmap is we're gonna have some questions on the roadmap. We're gonna have some questions on the solar farms and where they're located. Maybe some generation questions. So like know your statistics on the solar farms, where they are, the names and stuff. Um, the, it's not gonna be the same um, brain breaking quiz from last week, but it's still not gonna be easy. I'm not going easy on you guys. All right, it's not easy. It's Taurus. All right, but yeah, we have another question here. How does SolarShare handle the technical and operational aspects of solar farms? Do I pay for maintenance of my panel if I decide to invest in one?
Great question. I don't know how to spell this name. Or far
We call her Girly.
girly.
Your fave Girly, yeah.
Girly. Okay. Okay. So basically, we have partnered with the Versolar Energy, which are providing the construction side for us, and they've been great with us. They basically build everything for us from base, from bringing the solar panels and everything else. As well, we are overseeing all aspects of solar farms. So construction and operational management, we do everything. All costs are included within the NFTs. So there's going to be there aren't going to be any kind of upfront cost for you guys. Just buy NFT and you enjoy profits, and that's pretty much it. Um, what else? I think
That's it for
it.
the questions so far. You
Okay,
guys
for
got any
the
more
meeting.
questions? Anybody else interested in trying to win best question of the day? Feel free to chime in. Try to limit your questions to specific questions on specific aspects of the platform. General broad questions. They do have a website. They do have a white paper. But if there's anything that you are curious about, anything that you guys might want to hear more about specifically or weren't too sure of reading through the website or reading through the white paper, make sure to ask here. Like that's what Aegis is here for. He's here to help you understand the project better, and clear up any misunderstandings. Natalie just joined us. Well, hi, Natalie. She's my project manager or my department manager, project manager, or somebody else. But yeah. So
Mhm.
we've got another rumble. I'm sure has just gone off. Let's see. It's still not done yet. Round 5. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. Um, I had a question and then I lost it and I don't know where it went. So give me a second on that. Hopefully somebody else will have a quick question here somewhere. MD, I know you give us some quality stuff. Kate, anybody else that might be interested? Emmy, I know you're focused on the Rumble because you're praying to RN Jesus right now, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask because now's the time. All right.
Guys,
All right.
please feel free to join our Discord and ask any questions if you have there. We'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And as well, we're going to be having our one of the first AMAs today at 7 p.m. CET. I'm not too sure which time zone are you guys from, most of you guys, but I think it's similar, 7 times CET. Yeah, feel free to join. We're going to be talking about SolarShare. You can drop the questions there to our CEO, William Campbell. He's going to be the main guy presenting. And
Yeah.
the event is going to take for around 1 hour.
CET is 5 hours ahead of me, so that should be perfect. I'll copy this and share the timestamp in here so it's easier for everybody. That should be the appropriate time for the event. Let me just let me double check that. In EST to CET.
1 p.m. ET for our American guys.
Actually, no. We just had daylight savings time, so we sprung an hour ahead. So I think it's 5 hours now.
5 hours. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. It looks like it's 5 hours now. So yeah, that should be accurate. So if you guys want to join in, and yes, today you guys are hosting it on your Discord or on your X.
Felix, say here, are we hosting it on X or Discord? I'm pretty sure it's on X.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I saw
Felix
the
is
announcement.
X.
All right, awesome. If you have an X link for it for people to share to set a reminder, Felix, you're welcome to share it in here. X links are allowed. It's one of the few links that we do allow, so you're more than welcome to share the link. But yeah, anything that you guys might have questions on that you don't, hey Daku, that you don't get questions asked on now, you're more than welcome to ask it on the AMA. As you see, they're here. They're more than willing to answer any questions you guys have, even the tough long ones. I cut them a little short on that one, just because. Yeah, for the sake of time. All right. Yep. 2 p.m. I was right. Haha. And I have the reminder set already. So, hey, Fizzy Bella, what's up? So yeah, if anybody has any more questions, feel free to toss it out to Igis. He's here for us. He wants to answer these questions, but we need to provide him with something to answer. So definitely toss them in the chat.
Girly asked the question. So if I get an NFT and I get bored, can I sell to a friend? Yes, of course, Girly. We're gonna have a secondary marketplace when you will be able to sell your NFTs to anyone who would be willing to buy them. But as mentioned, the solar panels over the years, they lose the efficiency. Of course, it happens super slow, but they lose their efficiency. And these NFTs in secondary marketplace are going to be probably cheaper than the ones that we will be selling from the primary markets, because those, of course, are going to be the new solar panels, and they're going to be having the higher generative capacity than the older ones.
Yeah, and that's also why I said it's not like a degen play. Like you're not gonna be flipping an NFT for 5 times the value because you're expected a certain amount. I mean, there may be an increase initially, right? That they sell out, and then people might want to get in to get the investment. But they're not gonna sell. They're not gonna sell at Bored Ape Yacht Club prices for something that's going to give you a return of investment of 18% of $84. You know,
exactly.
That wouldn't make any sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
they may appreciate in value the moment they sell out, just like most NFTs, right? Like you have a
Yeah.
free mint, you'll have people who automatically are making, $28 on zero, and then as you go, the price either increases or decreases, but usually that's very speculative on your typical asset. For a real world asset, or for an asset that has like a very fixed APY, you're not going to see that. So just bear that in mind anytime you're doing anything RWA, not just like SolarShares project specifically. So yeah.
Mhm.
We do have the next Rumble up. You guys can hop in there and keep spinning to win it. Hopefully we get some winners soon, because it looks like we're gonna have a list of names by the end and no double ups. Everybody's individually winning this time. All right. So we covered a few things here. There was one question that really triggered another question for me, but I just can't pick it back up. Um,
Can always drop it in our Discord.
yeah, yeah. Or I can hop in and leave a comment on the AMA later. Hopefully, I remember it by then.
Please go ahead.
Um, let's see. What's up, Zhang? Thanks for hopping in, buddy. Shuya, that's a new face. I don't think we've seen you too many times in the live stages here. Appreciate you. Oh, it's Nick. What's up, Nick? I was like, I don't remember that face too well. But yeah, if anybody has any questions on SolarShare, anybody has anything that they'd like to ask, feel free to ask. Um, let's see. When you do the wind turbine, I imagine you're going to be releasing another NFT for that, depending on how the study goes.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be completely different NFT. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to be still with like a focus on the coast, like, probably like what, the coastal region of Brazil, or maybe like the inland region, the flat regions?
It's gonna be same area, Irasa. They've been building a lot of wind energy farms and the solar energy farms due to the landscape, and of course the grid there is adjusted for that kind of thing, and it's quite hilly in some areas, and wind is constant. So it's a great area to build a renewable energy infrastructure there.
Okay. Have you guys thought any about geothermal? I know that's kind of been a hot topic lately with renewable energy sources.
Geothermal. That's definitely what we would be thinking in the future, but for now we're more going into solar and wind, because
Okay.
geothermal is just simply way too expensive for now.
Yeah.
Once we
Yeah.
reach 4 billion market cap, let's go, man.
Yeah, once we have the funds for it, why not, right? Um
I mean, a sneak peek, long term vision is to build a nuclear fusion reactor.
Jeez,
The
going
long
big.
term vision, yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
if
Go
if
big or go
anything, that's
home.
a ripe area, right? Like it's a good
Exactly.
region for it, because
I mean,
there's
we're
like
still
opportunity.
exactly. I mean, we're still far away from proof of work, but yeah, I think in the next 20 years, 25 years, we might see something that might be working.
Okay. I'm actually excited for that. Uh, let's see. Mimi Presh looks like Mimi got one of the $15 USDTs so far for the Rumble. Um, let's keep that going. Oh, I'm trying to make sure that I keep this going while we keep talking. The chewing bubblegum and walking at the same time isn't my strong suit. Like.
Uh,
All right. Let's see. So we've got a couple potential winners coming up there. Um, all right. So let's see. What have we covered? Trying to think here. I know we've covered the financial aspects. We've covered the blockchain aspects. The solar token. We haven't really spoken about the solar token at all. How does the solar token play
yeah,
into your ecosystem?
great question. So basically, it's going to be a utility token. With it, you will be able to stake your solar NFTs. So basically, once you buy the NFT, SolarShare NFT, it's going to be unstaked. But we have, as mentioned, an automatic staking mechanism where if you don't stake it throughout 3.7 years, this NFT is going to be automatically staked. Because the idea is you get 18% APY, and once it's unstaked, you get 9% in USDT and 9% in the SolarShare token. And basically, it's going to be automatically staked. If you don't want to stay, if you don't want it to be automatically staked, and you want to benefit from full 18% APY, you can buy those 30%, as mentioned before, worth of NFT, US Solar Share Solar Share token in USDT, and you can stake it yourself, and then you're going to be benefiting from full 18% APY. That's basically a utility token.
Okay, awesome. And do you guys burn a percentage of the token? Is there any like deflationary mechanic built in there for like the degens?
Exactly, exactly. So if you, let's say, unstake in the first year, 7% is going to be burned. Second year, 5%, and so on, and up until fifth year. If you unstake in fifth year, it's going to be 1%, 5 cents.
Okay, so it's almost like a vesting mechanism.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. And of course, it increases the price of the token based on whether or not people are unstaking early or not. So it leaves some room for speculation for the crowd that likes to do speculation. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's actually a kind of backwards. Like usually, like the tokens tend to be more stable and the NFTs tend to be more volatile. And like instead, it's the tokens is going to be. I
Yeah.
mean, all tokens are volatile, but the token's going to be more
Yeah.
volatile than the NFT. So that's actually interesting to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else think of any great questions for Egas? Want to make sure that we're valuing his time and not like holding him up. He's been here for an hour already. So if we don't have any more questions, I don't want to hold him here. We can continue the Rumble, and I'll get with him and see which question he liked best. And I'll announce that later with the winners of the Rumble bot. Or you're always welcome to just keep hanging out and playing Rumble with us, man. Like I said, we're pretty
Man,
laid back here
I
on
gotta,
Thursdays.
I gotta keep building the solar panels, man. You won't build them yourselves.
Got to keep tinkering, right? Emmy does have a question for you. What impact does your project have on reducing carbon footprints on a household or community level?
Of course, great question, Emmy. So we're of course going to be expanding solar energy production within the Brazil. So uh, to us, you will be able to contribute to renewable energy which is in the third world country, which is being expanded within the third world countries such as Brazil. That they're going to be less dependent on fossil fuels and more dependent on renewable energies, which is of course the primary factor. Of course, democratizing access to green energy. So by investing into us, you will be able to benefit from high yield returns that can be generated in Brazil instead of investing, let's say, in US or any kind of European companies that are generating 4 to 5%. And as well, you will be supporting transition to sustainability. So our core mission is, of course, to harness blockchain technology to make solar power accessible and contribute to the global transition towards sustainability. Investing into us, you guys are going to be able to support this transition, which on large scale leads to lower carbon emissions. Does this answer your question, Amy? No.
They're all looking at the Rumble because the Rumble just ended. The one drawback of running the Rumble at the same time as talking is you're gonna have people peeking back and forth. Who won? Who won? And yeah. Oh. But okay, so we've got that. I got the link saved here. I'm gonna remind everybody about that at the end, just so that people can remember to come and join in and hang out with our friends at SolarShare while they're doing their AMA and support. And definitely, well, we got another question from Creon. What's the status of SolarShare locally in terms of competition with the traditional? That's actually a really good question. So compared to like traditional energy providers, how are you guys faring locally for competition?
Let me see. What's the status of SolarShare locally in terms of competition with traditional
Traditional energy
energy
provider.
provider? Any issues locally concerning that? Uh, So basically, Brazil has been really abundant in the solar share, solar energy capacity, and it's been growing rapidly. You can go into our white paper and you will see that it's been basically exploding, and the demand for energy surpasses the current expansion of solar energy. So basically, indicates a need for more solar infrastructure. Great for us, of course, 'cause demand is so much higher than supply, and this is why we're here. And as well, we are partnering with local operators. So basically, we have partnered with the Versalia Energy, which is experienced in Brazilian solar markets, to plan, construct, and operate farms with their help. Um, Competition landscape. Uh, thing is basically what's happening in Brazil is the government is selling uh, energy at 20% markup rates, and we are selling it cheaper for regular households. So we have a competitive advantage compared to the traditional energy producer. So for individuals that are living in Brazil, it's a big incentive for them to buy electricity from us instead of the government, and this way they support again coming back to the same thing. They're supporting the renewable energy, sustainability, and reducing the carbon footprint. So there's only good in what we're doing, and there's only good if they buy energy from us. Cheaper for them, and they're contributing to the renewable energy.
And it's not really a competitive environment either, because if the government's
Exactly.
selling the energy, then they're spending resources to maintain infrastructure and stuff that could be privatized, which is kind of like how we
Yeah.
have it here in the US. Like we've got private energy sector, and most of the energy providers are maintaining their own infrastructure, their own poles, their own generation plants, and storage. Like so, the cost all ends up falling on the provider and then the customer. Whereas, like with the government, they're probably, if anything, in a lot of cases, not as efficiently. If it's like any other
Exactly.
government, it's not nearly as
Exactly.
efficient
Exactly.
or profitable.
I mean, this is why they're doing this. This is why they're incentivizing private people, private companies to invest into solar and wind energy, and this is why uh, they're offering this kind of market rates.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's interesting to see, because like everybody would normally think, okay, well, with his statement there, it brings you a lot to your mind, right to the whole competition aspect of business. And when you're developing in a nation like Brazil, where the power infrastructure might not be as well planned out or as well structured as certain other regions, or maybe even
Yeah,
regions of Brazil not having the infrastructure in place that
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
typical large first world country already has everything situated and
Exactly.
built out. This goes a long way, because you guys get a chance to really, and like with working towards building your own energy association down there, you're becoming a part of the landscape, both regulatory wise as
Exactly.
well as infrastructure wise. So you guys are solidifying a place there where in the future, as people expand into the territory, you're the infrastructure there already. So honestly, I could see them renting poles or renting generation plants from you guys, or doing any number of things as more competition does move into the region. So you're setting yourselves up for future proofing, which is awesome.
Exactly. For them, it's massive incentive because, especially in Bahia, the infrastructure is,
Yeah.
and there's there's more demand than there is supply of energy, and there's power outages at least like once or twice a day. So yeah, I mean for them it's massive incentive to support these private investors into renewable energy, and demand is still outpacing the supply. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of room to grow. This is why solar shares here is such a safe investment because I mean like statistics and numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah. We do have another question from Creon, though I'm going to make a statement from Virion. Virion thinks that SolarShare is a great idea and that it'll be remarkable if it goes global. Like I said, a lot of these guys are interested in seeing it come into their local regions. uh, let's see. Any partnerships with the DPIN project or any entity locally that may need social solar shares, services or products?
Any partnerships? What is a deepen?
DeepIn is a decentralized physical infrastructure.
Ah, okay. Um, okay, any partnerships, deepen projects or any entity locally that may need solar share service products. So, um, basically we partner with Brazilian energy associations, and basically um, we sell to them to private households the energy. Basically, how it works: we produce electricity. This electricity gets into our pockets through tokens, as we're similar to blockchain. We get tokens, and then we can distribute these tokens to households who, who would like to essentially buy this electricity from us. It's a 20% discount rate. Um, but other than that, there's nothing else, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. So potential for the future, but nothing really set up right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, what are the plans set aside in order for solar share to go global? What barriers are you prepared for, especially in Africa, and how would you handle it? So the question is right now, are you guys
Mhm.
considering going global? Is it like in the
Yeah,
future at all?
we I think we have already discussed this question. Like for now, we have really good know-how on how to operate in Brazil, and this is what we're gonna stick to in the near future. Because we know the landscape quite well. We have really good contacts and partners here, and it's one of the highest solar irradiated regions. And we're basically most of the team is based there, and we have a great team. So for the near future, we're gonna be sticking to Brazil, especially Bahia region, Bahia state. But in the future, probably we might look into other areas, Africa and other continents of the world. And how would we handle it? Of course, we'd have to do a risk assessment. We need to find the people that we trust there, because trust in the third world countries is a big thing. Um, and we would have to do an assessment, which areas are the highest, have the highest radiation within Africa, solar radiation and infrastructure. There's quite a lot of aspects. If infrastructure is not built and there's like very high uh, solar radiation, you can't really do much. You have to build it yourself, and the government needs to support it. So there's the incentive from the government side, and of course, we would be more than willing to do this side. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, she's a little heartbroken over that one, but don't worry,
Mhm.
Virion. If hopefully soon, hopefully at some point they will make it over to your coast, and you'll be able to get
One
some
day.
affordable solar and some reliable energy. Yeah, uh, but for now, yeah, it's a little rough. But they went where they know,
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like you go where you know first. You go where you're familiar with the terrain.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like you're not
But
gonna start.
in the future, of course, we will go into those areas. Sky's the limit, you know. But for now, we need to invest into areas where we have the best know-how and where we feel safe. It would be just too risky to jump into different continents at this current stage.
All right. We do have a question here from Big Joe. What challenges in the current renewable energy landscape does SolarShare address, and how does its model help combat climate change?
Yeah, I think the second one, the second part was already answered. First one is not. So basically, financial barriers. So high initial investment cost makes solar energy inaccessible to many. So we basically democratize and fractionalize access to solar energy. You don't have to buy the full, let's say, farm. You can buy a fifth of a panel for $87. You can benefit from high yield returns over the year. As well, geographical barriers. This is one of the main things, of course. Imagine what kind of research you would have to do to buy your own solar farm in Brazil. First of all, language barriers, cultural barriers to research, and infrastructure, know people and regions and all that stuff. And through us, you can get access to these regions that are very highly solar irradiated. Uh, yeah, we take away headache from you basically. Um, what else? What else? What else?
Yeah, it was just the model combat helping to combat climate change was the rest of it. But you already answered
There's
that
the model
earlier.
help come. I think I answered this. Yes, basically just promoting renewable energy adoption, especially in these regions and the third world countries. It's highly important so that they wouldn't be fully only looking into the fossil fuels. And in this way, it helps them to accelerate transition to the renewable energies. Um, As well, I would say we're democratizing green investments. There's not too many RWAA projects, and I think hopefully in the future we're going to be leading the pace into this side. And of course, these AMAs such as yourself, Paris, you help us spread the word, and of course, the more people know about us, the bigger we get, and the more people are going to be investing into these kind of projects, these kind of regions. Um, I would say as well reducing greenhouse gas emission. So that's it's the same answer as before. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Yeah. Lots of good questions today.
yeah, I'm getting bombed.
Yep. Um, and honestly, a lot of them relate to like their power situation in their local regions. It relates to like their thoughts about how things are done where they're from. So I mean, this helps you think about like future questions, future ideas for what people may be interested in hearing more about depending on their region or as you expand. So hopefully this helps. Feedback and questions from people in different regions and different parts of the community definitely go a long way usually towards shaping like our communications with the communities that we service, right? Whether it's a journalism community or whether it's a renewable energy NFT project. Like so everything
Yeah,
helps. Let's see. We got Vina Keen. She says, "Can SolarShare's platform be adapted for use in developing countries or regions with limited energy infrastructure? And what modifications would be necessary to address local regulatory, financial, or technical challenges?" That's a really in-depth question. Um, wow.
yeah. Great question. So, adaptability. So, of course, lowering financial barriers. It's sort of like again, last question is there's some part of last question in this question.
Yep.
So we're lowering financial barriers to fractional ownership model through NFTs can make solar investment for individuals with limited capital. We can invest hundreds of thousands of euros, or like tens of thousands of euros or dollars into solar energy. You can start from as little as $100 and benefit from high yield returns. I would say this is the key selling point that we're offering. Then as well global participation. So our platform allows worldwide participation with democratized access. Anyone in the world can purchase our solar panels through the blockchain and through minimal investment. Um, what was the other part? What modifications would be necessary to address the local regulatory, financial, technical challenges? To local regulatory challenges, to adapting to the specific legal and regulatory framework, basically, uh, we would need to adapt to them and see how it goes there. And it's very fractured. I wish that there would be like a unified answer for this, but it really depends on what kind of regulatory landscape is in this country. And this is the main thing why we're now basing all of our operations in Brazil because we have the best know-how. Our CEO is living in here, and for him, it's easiest to make assessments and predict how the future might change. Financial
We need to
infrastructure,
adapt to
then
them and see how it goes.
we would have to look into local payment systems and potentially accommodate different currency exchanges if we would go for fiat. But of course, through blockchain, we can use stable coins, USDT, Bitcoin, and other stuff, which makes it easier. And of course, we will be allowing in the future to pay with fiat, but there's going to be a 5% markup rate for this kind of transactions. But again, like we're targeting Web2 and Web3 space.
Well,
Um,
with the real quick with that 5% markup, will that be fueling anything towards the Web3 aspects, such as like token buybacks or anything
no,
along
no,
those rates? No, just for the
no,
payment processing.
exactly, exactly.
Okay. I figured I'd ask because sometimes when you do like a markup on fiat and you're utilizing like a blockchain platform or an NFT platform, sometimes they'll do like a portion of that will benefit the people who invested early through fiat or invested early through cryptocurrency or through the NFTs. So I figured I would ask.
Yeah.
um, let's see, most places.
I think I can answer this question for really long. So, um, yeah, I think we just can go over to the
Yeah.
next question.
Um, but yeah, basically that right now that they're not adopting it for global use. They're focused very specifically
No,
on Brazil. Um, I think that
exactly.
she had a little bit of an issue hearing you there. Like I said, you do come in a little muffled sometimes when you start to talk longer. I don't know if maybe it's the way you're facing the mic.
Could be the connection because we
Yeah.
have like some internet problems in Brazil. Because I'm in Brazil right now as well,
Okay.
helping out William, and yeah, there's been like
Yeah.
a load
It's possible.
of internet
Definitely.
connectivity issues there for like already 3 days. Like I don't know, I think maybe they're like changing the wires or something like this. Yeah, it's very hectic. Sorry for that.
Yeah, I heard you there too. You just started breaking up a little bit. So,
Yeah,
uh,
apologies for that.
yeah, no problem. It happens. I have issues here myself sometimes, so I get it. When you can't always help the connection that you have for sure. But yeah, when
Yeah,
it comes
yeah,
to
yeah.
like the global aspects of it, it would be it'd be something they'd have to plan out in depth. It'd be long term,
Exactly.
like
Lots of
yeah,
preparation.
yeah. It's not something that he
Taris,
can answer now.
I'll have a quick meeting in a few minutes, so I have to disconnect.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, dude, you've been here for
I
an
have a
hour
team
and
meeting. Yeah,
15 minutes. Um, that
yeah,
we do
yeah,
have a
yeah.
couple questions that you haven't that haven't been fielded to you yet. But what I'll do is I'll pull them off to the side too, and
Awesome.
maybe you can use some of those questions for your AMA, or
Definitely.
whatever. So I'll pull those last few questions off to the side for you, and if you guys do tune in to
Sounds
their
amazing.
AMA later, then hopefully Aegis or William will be able to answer those questions for you on the AMA live on X. So I appreciate you stopping in, Aegis. Thank you so much for sharing about
Awesome.
solar, and thank you,
No
Felix,
worries. Thank you, Taris. It was
for
a real
the support
pleasure.
down there. Oh no, man, it's been great. I'll get back with you
Yeah.
later about picking out that question. Any of them that stick out to you, just shoot me a line and let me know which you like the best. And
Awesome.
yeah,
It's been great. Thank you, Taris. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, let's update each other like in 6 months' time, and maybe we can do another AMA.
hell
Let's see where
yeah,
we
we
stand
do
there.
it before and after, right? Like,
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. After our TGE, after like we build our 3 megawatts farm, because if you look at our roadmap, we want to build 3 to 5 megawatts in the next few months.
yeah, that one's gonna be huge. That's a big one.
Massive, man, massive. Looking forward for this one, yeah. But yeah, thanks, Paris. Appreciate it.
Of course, dude. Like I said, this will be available on YouTube after if you guys need it for anything. If you want to take any clips out of it,
Awesome.
well, I'll just send you the link for it after. So no big deal because we gotta pick a winner anyway. So
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
all
Bye.
right, dude. You too. All right, everybody. That was Egis and Felix, both from SolarShares, sharing with us today. They do have their AMA coming up in about 2 hours and 10 minutes on X. So feel free to hop in there. The link you're more than welcome to set a reminder again. I heard most of what he said. It was a little difficult sometimes, but basically Vina, he was saying that they're not planning on doing any other countries or regions currently. Their main focus is Brazil, and that when they do, if they do, because they've been discussing moving globally as well. If they do branch out to other regions, it's something that they would have to do like a really in-depth risk analysis. They would have to take like the solar irradiation index into account. There's a lot of things that they would have to do research on before they can decide 100% whether or not it would be worth it for them to even attempt. Because if there's improving the infrastructure is great, but if there's no money in it, it's unsustainable, just like anything else, business wise, right? So yeah, but hopefully, because I mean, Africa tends to be a pretty temperate region area, depending on which part of the country you're in, or which part of the country you're in. Oh, definitely not. Maddox is here. What's up, Maddox? So yeah, you guys are welcome to keep an eye on them, and hopefully they will come to Africa soon. If there's a lot of interest from you guys, I can see, and if that's any good indicator, then hopefully that'll be a big interest to a lot more people in your region. Mr. Maddox, how is Wolves Den?
I'm not here actually, but no, I'm here. I actually hang on. I'm trying to share my cam there.
Uh
Hang on one sec, brother. I'm
is that
trying to
a?
turn on my camera, but can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. I just can't see you.
Can't see me. Okay. Oh, I have it blocked off. Either way, I was gonna say hey, and I'll take a picture and send it. But yeah, no, I was actually I'm in a kitchen right now with Cyphers next to me, and I was just saying how much I miss you in Opera.
Oh, did you get my morning text, honey?
Not yet, not yet.
I
But
sent you a text this morning.
and yeah, but this morning could have been like the equivalent of like we got the time difference. It's all
Yeah,
weird. There it
yeah.
is.
It was 6 a.m. I sent it for you.
Yeah, it was 16.
Oh,
Sheesh. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no. Just checking
Yes,
in.
yes, that
Just
is a
checking
man,
in.
Varian. We are work spouses.
Yes, yes. I was literally just saying I miss my work wives. I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days, and I was missing you, and I knew you were on, so I came to say hello. But yeah, I'll send some pictures, and yeah, yeah, we're doing good. We're in the offshoot house right now, and we're heading over to Wolves to go do breakfast in a minute.
Awesome.
I lost, I lost my voice.
I hear you sound so weird right now, dude. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it sounds like you're having a
Hey,
blast. And like I got to see
yeah,
some videos when Icy and Peyton were walking around, and like I got to see you
yeah.
playing what was it, Talos, Talon
Oh yeah,
Survivor. Yeah,
they got that.
yeah.
That's tight.
Dude,
Yeah,
I was watching you live playing it as they were like, "What are you playing?" And I want to play it. I
yeah.
actually tried
Oh,
to
really?
Google
They
it.
got that? Oh, that's
Yes,
right. That's
yes.
right. That's tight, dude. Here, I'm gonna send you a picture right now, just so I don't drop. Can you drop it in the chat if I send it to you? Let's see.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll
Okay.
post it in. So yeah, just
Dope.
so you guys know, Mr. Maddox is hanging out with us right now from the Wolves Den in San Francisco, California, GDC Game Developers Conference. He went out for the week. He left me and a couple other people alone for the week. We're missing him immensely, but he's making sure to stop in and say hi. And it's that's actually going to be a picture of him and Cypress. Cypress is a BD manager, partnership manager for Lizard Labs, and he's also another amazing individual. And yeah, I'm so friggin' jealous because I don't get to hang out with both of you all week. Yeah. Plus, you guys are hanging out with meeting. You guys are hanging out with all the other cool individuals. I mean, you got Sam, you got friggin' Icy, Peyton, Sinjin, just like even Yap was there. I didn't get to see Yap. I could have met Yap. Yap is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
so many good people, and I'm here in friggin' cold ass Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm gonna share. I know. I'm sorry. It's like a smooth 53 degrees right now, and like I can walk
Yeah.
outside without a hoodie,
Yeah.
and you can take a Waymo everywhere, which is like a driverless car, and it's cheaper than Uber, and it's kind of
What?
weird. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I just dropped so like for this event, and so okay, like to keep it on topic for CJN friends. I wanted to just I wanted to share so for this event for Wolves Den. This is the second year we've been doing Wolves Den, and to take over the timeline, what we've done is created a new Twitter account entirely. And I just dropped it in the chat, the Wolves Den __. That's our GDC Twitter. And if there's anything you guys can take from the process with your own content, what we did to actually like help, like we're constantly on it. You guys know about reply guys, but like the way that we are able to manage that as a group is we have 5 people all taking shifts, like 4-6 hour shifts roughly, throughout three a day. And we're constantly just like liking things in time. We're making sure to respond to things well. We're making sure to like capture moments as they're happening wherever we are, whoever's the Twitter demon at the time. And it's just a really interesting way to do media coverage that it's one thing as a solo dolo, but of course like it's nice with a team. So if you guys are covering things that are topical, I can vouch that it does go better in groups,
Yeah.
Find a buddy or two. It's the account is Shadi, the account is mainly it's all about for this event, and I'm sure like the Wolves Den can go other places so that it doesn't limit us to just GDC there. That's a new account though, so whatever that's doing now is like only a week old, so that's pretty cool. Of course, we're sharing a lot of fun stuff from the ground floor, but yeah, it's been an interesting experience just making sure we're all in tune with our tones, and like our theme of posting and our habits have remained the same for 4 days straight now across 5 different people, and that's pretty cool. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys, I'm not asking to go and follow or anything crazy like that. I just for any examples that might be helpful, whichever ones. I haven't stopped to look at what's trending and what works really well, but if there's anything there, run it through the ringer, Terrace, evaluate it, roast it, have fun with it.
Yeah. Like the fact that you guys have the content rolling out the way that you guys do for 24 straight hours, pretty much, for it is going to be a whole week. That's insane.
It's like a week, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just insane, dude. And like, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy that GDC is going so well. I expected it to, though. After last
Oh
year,
yeah.
like, come on, you guys, like the Wolves Den, like last year was everything everybody talked about. Like, people talked about,
Yeah.
oh, did you go to? It wasn't, oh, did you go to GDC? It was, oh, did you go to Wolves Den? And like,
Yeah.
and now everybody's like, are you going to Wolves Den? Yeah, no, I'm stuck at home, but I know a couple people who are.
Yeah.
How's
I
the Arbitrum booth?
It was
Like,
dope. It was. They could have probably, like, honestly, like, they could have probably utilized the space a little differently. It was very cubular, very like, very like office cubes. Um, where like, in contrast to like the AVAX booth being round and open on all sides, and it really felt like an esports event. Like, they themed it. It was really neat. But then there were also little like chill spots with like bean bags and like all sorts of fun stuff that way, and places to like stop and like ask Parker for money, like as if he's as a project. That was that they did a really. It was a little tight. They had the way they set it up for merch was like you had like six different stations, and they gave you like almost like a subway punch card, and every time you stopped to play at a station you'd get a stamp, and then if you got 6 stamps filled out they'd give you like a big Arbitrum merch pack. And got like, yeah, I got like, long sleeve t-shirt, I got some Arbitrum long socks, I got some stickers, some buttons, little fun things. I think I got like a toiletry bag,
oh, that's
cool.
cool,
It was
man.
nice. But like once we
you
were
actually
done,
missed just before you missed the COO of SolarShares. So
oh no,
we did this week on SolarShares, one of the projects, and like he noticed us like tagging him and everything, and because like I didn't bother like going through contacting like anybody that's working with them within the team or anything. I said, you know what, we're just gonna do this like we do every week. We're just gonna focus on a project. We're gonna give people a chance to like interact and learn about it and post about it and just do it like we normally do it. I'm not going to try to hype it up or anything like that. And like the first day I posted, they were like, hey, I see you guys got an event going on. And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, we can stop in. What's going on? And I'm like, well, we're holding it all week. When do you want to stop by? So they chose today because today they're doing their AMA. They're talking about like their upcoming TGE and all the other stuff that they got going on. So like he was like, screw it, I'm just gonna come in and hang out and do a play MA while we're doing the battle, the Royal Rumble. So he hopped in and it was great. It was awesome.
you
We had
rumbled.
like an hour. Yeah, we're
That's-
doing. Yeah, he rumbled with us.
That's fun. That's a way to honor the guests and get them involved, and that's really great. I love to hear that. That's
Hell
fun.
yeah. It's really cool, dude. Like I was surprised. Like
Yeah.
usually most people like C-suite, they tend to be a little stuffier. He was pretty chill. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Terrace, I miss you, buddy, and I'm ready. We're gonna head off and go make some wolves breakfast, and we'll definitely tune in more. But yeah, I just wanted to say hey, honestly, and what's up, citizen journalists? What's up? What's up? Thanks for letting me steal the stage for a moment and say good morning.
Love you, Terrace.
Cypress
Love
loves
you
you too.
too, Cypress. Yeah, definitely. When you get a chance later on today, a quiet moment. Give me a call because we have.
I'll call you.
something
I'll
else we
call
can
you after I
discuss.
check in with the. I'll call you after I check in with the girls for the day.
Okay.
After school. So like
So like
5 o'clock or so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works for me, brother.
Yeah. All right, brother. Love you guys much. Talk to you soon.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Have fun. Bye. Oh man, like, look, guys. You guys can say it's gay all you want. You guys can say, isn't he a man? But I love Maddox. Maddox is amazing, and I will always love Maddox. I started off in the industry as like my first paid gig was working with Maddox, and like Maddox is just awesome. So I will always love that dude. So yeah. I will always have a place in my heart for him. And like there's so many other cool people that I've gotten to know over time. So now you know why. No, I refuse. With me and Maddox, it's chill, bro. Like thank you, Shadi. Yeah, no Para's awesome too. It's just no Para. I don't get no Para in here. So like I don't talk to you guys about no Para because you guys don't see no Para. But yeah, no Para's friggin' awesome too. But yeah, sure. My love cannot be contained. It's non-restricted. It's open. Oh, let's see. Did anybody? God, why? We need another winner. Jeez, stop picking random people and pick somebody to win. Damn it. We're going to have a longer list of people who have won once than... Well, no, we already have a longer list of people who have won once than people who have won multiple times. Jeez. But yeah, Shadi, I appreciate that, dude. And I'm sure that they all do, too. You guys are what makes us as good as we are. Because, like, your energy, your passion for the shit that we talk about or the games that we play or like just being here and appreciating us as hosts, we love it. It fuels us. It keeps our fires burning, bro. And yeah, we're here for you, man. And we appreciate that you're here for us. So, and all of you guys, there's 27 of you. We had 35 of us here. We had a bunch of people together, hanging out, asking cool, interesting questions for a cool, interesting dude from a cool, interesting project. Like this is the thing that I love about Web3. It brings a bunch of people from a bunch of different demographics, from a bunch of different regions and like levels of life together to do things. Like he's a COO. How often do you get to talk to a C-suite level person directly? You know, like how often do you get that person to come in here and share a stage with you and answer your questions directly for you? These are huge things that you see in Web3 that you don't see in your average Web2 company. And yeah, man, it's just freaking great. So I would look at the solar farm specifically because there's going to be questions on the solar farm script. There's going to be questions on like some of the facts. So like a couple of the facts. There might be one or two tokenomics questions mixed in there somewhere, but they're not going to be difficult tokenomics questions. But like the names of the solar farms, you know, like hope no questions loudly or much. Hold on. Let me remove a couple questions. No, I don't think I included any information about the team though. I could trip y'all up with some name questions for Eigirdas there. His name is a little difficult, so like I could put some weird names in there and then put his real name and like mess y'all up really well. What was that guy's name again? Damn it! How do you spell it? Yeah, no. Oh God, Rumble, pick me again. I love you. Oh, Phillips, did you get knocked out already? Oh God. Let's see. Round 3, round 4. Stacks is back in the battle. Stacks is back. Big Joe, Emmy, MK dies of laughter. Lex D falls from a high place. Velocity swims in lava while I Am Shua is get gooded by Monday. Venakin dies by Magajadave. What a bloodbath. And AOL 8092 dies. Say hello to my little friend by Player X11. Alright, Abraham dies from falling off of a tree. Crib, stop climbing shit. Poor Kade. Emmy, Matt, Merck, and Kade. Let's see. Stacks woke up in the morning, surprised to find a small package of food. We've got 8 players left. Hopefully one of these are one of the ones who have won already. Stacks misjudged the depth of water and cracks their skull on the bottom. This is your second time dying. Player X11 thought those piranhas were friendly. Those are not friendly fish, my friend. Sorry. Yeah, wait for the revive wave, right? Big Joe takes out Magage David. Truly shocking way. Mimi Presh gets wrecked with the stick. How gruesome. Emmy, how could you do that? And Monday falls from a high place. Last two. Emmy trips and cracks their skull. Big Joe takes the win, but he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough yet. Sorry, Joe. You still need one more. You still need one more. Jeez. This Rumblebot is being fussy today. This Rumblebot don't want the Rumble to end. Oh. Let's go, let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yes, 2 people won 2 rounds already. I have a recording of it on the side right here. I'm keeping track of everything. Everything is being kept track of, so don't worry. We've got Presh Mimi and Mark the Great. We've got the 2 winners so far, but we need more blood for the Rumble Gods to choose. We have like 10 people potentially winning right now. So yeah, be ready, be ready. Yes, Presh Mimi, you've already won one of the $15. Rumble God, you can do this. Velocity, if you win, we gotta keep going. Somebody else win, damn it. Oh, yeah, there's 3 winners for this, and then there's one person who's going to be selected as having had the best question. I'm going to wait for Eigirdas' input on that though, so that we know which one he liked best. We had some really interesting questions there. Some of you guys asked some really hard questions, and some of you asked some really broad questions. Yeah, we had the COO of SolarShares join us today, Thomas. Did you miss that? Oh, the earthquake wrecks everybody. Down to 11 people from 20. No. AOL takes out Mimi Presh. Tormy kills AOL. MK, death by tree. And Kate Duel is killed by Big Joe. And then the earthquake wrecks everybody. Emmy is fine. Mimi Presh is fine. Emmy kills himself. Vienakeen makes a makeshift bomb and blows up TJ Paul. Player X11 kills Vienakeen in a very shocking way. Player X11 is marked by Tormy T. Taco takes out Bridget. Your fave girly. Emmy gets revived. The Rumble God wants blood. Emmy takes out Taco. Emmy takes out your fave girly. Oh no. Oh no. Shua is taken out by Emmy. Maggie David takes himself out. Don't do math, bro. Emmy's just wrecking everybody. Oh, AOL is resurrected after suffering an unjust death. Tormy T dies of laughter. Emmy's always angry. Emmy just knocks everybody out every time, bro. Like, Mimi Fresh, of course it's Emmy. Emmy takes the win. Emmy takes the win. Let's see. Emmy hasn't won yet, though. So Emmy's still got to win one more time. Let's see if RNGesus does it again for him. Let's see. Does RNGesus have it out for all of us? Except for Emmy? Because at this rate, I think so. No problem, Jack. I'll check that out after the live. Good Thomas. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Predator was like the iconic like alien creature movie. Emmy, you always win, bro. You've probably won more than anybody in the Discord on these daily events. Don't worry, Vina. This win is yours. The Rumble Gods will not stop you, Vina King. This one is yours. To war! Oh, man. Big Joe. Jones. Tormy. What the hell? Let's go. That stars. Oh no, she won one so far, but she hasn't won any prizes. All right, Emmy does math and takes herself out in the first round. Let's go, RNGesus. Kate Duo is taken out by Derek James. Derek James is taken out by Mark the Great. Tormy T is taken out by Bridget. AOL kills themselves. Vienaki, no! Slow acting poison by TJ Paul. MK speeds off a cliff. Your fave girlie gets destroyed by the dagger throw from Velocity. Itty Phillips gets neck snapped while they sleep by Monday. And Maggot J. David is killed by Bridget. What a bloodbath. Bridget found some edible berries. Population of Havrages decreased because Tormy T is back. Taco. Monday woke up in the morning. They're all good. Big Joe creates a makeshift bomb and hides it in Tormy T supplies. You're gone again, buddy. Player X11 speeds off a cliff. Stacks dies of completely preventable causes. Big Joe kills themselves. Velocity draws their dagger at Thomas and wrecks him. Mimi Fresh is ended by Shoddy. TJ Paul swam with the leeches and swimming with the fishes now. Jones gets daggered by Velocity. Your fave girlie gets killed by an infectious disease by Israel. Shoddy gets killed by Velocity. Accidental stab to the stomach. And Monday gets wrecked by Velocity. The blunt side of the dagger. Damn. Velocity spins too hard and dies of toxicity. Taco gets killed by Mark the Great. Get good. Or Taco kills Mark the Great. Get good. Israel stabs Taco. And it looks like the winner is MK. Jeez. GG's. 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 We still need some more. Oh, wait. Use titles. The one. Oh, you're changing your title? Confused me for a second. I'm like, wait, what the hell is this? Listen to the roar. The roar of the Taurus. All right, guys, come on. Somebody's got to win here. I need my old man nap. What are you guys doing to me? Welcome back, Creon. Old man needs his nap. You're depriving me. Thomas. Oh, you're cool, bro. It's all right. Let me be one killing everyone. FFS. Yeah. Sure. Creon. If you win, it's rigged. And that's exactly what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, it's rigged. Oh man. Vina, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to win. I want somebody to win so I can end this stage and I can go have a cigarette. Ah! Some food doesn't sound too bad either. Beg the orange god. What's the orange god? What is there? Is there a deity in the likeness of Trump now? Oh God, that's wrong, but so right at the same time. Our Oompa Loompa in chief. Mark the Great dies of laughter. Vina Keen's spine is broken by Big Joe, throwing her off a cliff. Tormy T gets blown up by Idol Phillips. And Mark the Great is back in the game. Mimi Fresh gets backstabbed by Emmy. Taco should have not eaten those berries. Stacks dies of food poisoning. And Israel is taken out by Velocity. Broken knee clamps and left for dead. Easier, you're playing. Easier gets knocked out by a stick Monday. You know, hey. Yeah, easy. Good, because Easier should be playing anyway. If Easier wins, she can't win. Mark the Great tried to divide by zero and dies. Creon gets knees broken by Maga. And Velocity gets rocked to death by Bridget. Bridget misjudges the depth of the water and cracks her skull. Conte misjudges the depth of the water and cracks his skull. And it looks like everybody else lives. Let's see. Derek James breaks Jones' kneecaps and leaves them for dead. There's a lot of kneecap break in this one. Jeez. Mimi Press swims with the leeches and is now swimming with the fishes. Thomas brutally murders Shaddy. Lex D is wrecked by Maga David. Neck broken while they were sleeping. Monday swims in a river with infested leeches. Another body to add to the fish. Yeah, poor Mimi. AOL thought they would try to ride a horse, ends up with a broken neck instead. Bye-bye. MK gets dosed with slow-acting poison. Oh, Maga G David takes the win. And I think this is another one. Another one. Damn it! Come on, guys! Come on, guys! What kills me only makes me stronger. Hey, sure, if you take it, you take it, bro. I'm rooting for Vina Keen because she hasn't won anything yet, but I'm rooting for her. Just saying. Take your L in peace, Creon. My turn. Uh-oh, Ashley's joining the fray. Let's see if Ashley. Yeah, I need to win some Thursday sleep. I did good. I didn't yawn the whole time until the end. Because, girlie, you win plenty. I never get my easy. You just you're not meant for Rumble. Rumble is not your friend. If I don't win, you ain't going nowhere. Yes, that's Starship Troopers, Thomas. We're going to war. Gonna kill some bugs. Do your part, Crunch. Yeah, Kate, but you didn't win anything for yesterday's Rumble win, bro. That's the only thing that sucks, because yesterday wasn't a Rumble giveaway. So, like, yesterday was the was the contest. So I still have to select 3 winners from the thread writing. Death to the Xenos, the Heretic, the Mutant. Wiedekind died of laughter. Shoddy's fingers were slower than Mimi's, so he's dead. Mark the Great is killed by Tormy. Mimi is death by Python in the sleeping bag by Big Joe. While Creon thought they were trying to ride a horse. Don't ride horses, Creon. Don't ride horses. Derek James is killed by MAGA. And MAGA is killed by Bridget. Oh, I'm fading. I'm fading. Oh. It's been 2 hours already, guys. 2 hours we've been hanging out. I've been on calls for like 4 hours before that. So, yeah. Taco gets killed by Itty. Jones gets killed by Big Joe. Taco coming back with a vengeance. 4 left. How does it tickle your butt? Like, aren't you riding with saddles? Oh, and people get revived. Monday's back. TJ's back. Derek's back. We're back up to 7 players. Yeah, if you want to tickle Creon, it's right between the cheeks. TJ Paul breaks Monday's kneecaps and leaves him for dead. Big Joe stabs 24 daggers into Derek James. TJ Paul finds a dagger. Velocity kills Emmy with the dagger to the heart. And Edie Phillips takes out Big Joe. There's 3 left. And the winner is Velocity. God damn it! Ah! Fuck! Oh. Velocity's only won once. You have to win twice. And you guys voted for this. This is your fault. 19 of y'all thought this was a good idea. Exactly. I know. Why did I give them choices? I'm trying to be a good community manager. Give you guys a chance to make some decisions for yourself. But no. Instead, I get my old man nap taken away from me. Damn it. I would cry. You guys are wrecking me here. Be a dictator. Do what you want. Damn straight, Thomas. Fuck. I am a dictator about certain things. I will say that. Like, there are certain things I won't accept ridicule or discussion on. But for the most part, I try to be as accommodating as possible. But I think I was too accommodating in this regard. Because we've been here for 2 hours trying to get one winner. Damn it. Some civil stuff. Just give me the spot tars so we can end the live. Oh. Taco, if it was only that easy. But if I gave you the spot and you didn't earn it. Yeah, this is my fuck around find out day for sure. I fucked around. I found out real quick that you don't give you guys the choice on which ways we're drawing winners. So, oh, what's this? Is this a new one? Thomas flung easier towards the chasing tiger to save himself. Mimi Prush is eaten by Bridget. Big Joe dies by unvaccination. Vinakin sneezing on him. What do we got here? Python for MAGA. Itty trips and cracks his skull. Player X dies by neck break. Taco should not have eaten the berries. An Israeli spun and died of toxicity. Let's see. We got Stack sneezing and killing Creon. Jones death by bludgeoned severed leg. Mark to great. TJ Paul thought they would ride a horse. Thomas is killed by the fast fingers of Shoddy. Stacks is killed with a rock by AOL. Mark the Great gets wrecked by Monday. And we've got AOL with slower fingers than Shua. And Big Joe with slower than fingers than Monday. Emmy is killed by the cuteness of a puppy. And I Am Shua's neck is broken while he was sleeping. Sorry, thanks Tormy T for eliminating one more. MK is eliminated by a dagger to the heart by Girly. And Taco is back in the game. 7 left. Velocity is killed in a truly shocking way by Taco. Shoddy is killed death by piranhas. Stop swimming with the fishes, bro. Taco caught himself a nice meal. Girly stabs and kills Bridget Moores in the heart with a dagger. And Ezia was faking her death. I swear, if you win, Ezia, you're doing all the Zilly quests for the next week. We've got 3 left. Ezia, you better not win. Okay, Ezia dies by food poisoning. Oh. Ezia has just survived the Rumble. Yeah, I'm safe from Zilly. And Tormy T wins. Oh my God. Tormy T takes it. Congratulations, Tormy T. Holy shit. We're done. Alright, fuck you guys. I'm going home. See ya. Oh, jeez. Oh. Wow. Wow, that was a long-winded game. Holy shit. All right, I'm going to announce the Rumble winners as soon as I get the winner for the question from Eigirdas. All right, guys. Yeah, that was excessive to say the least. All right. So we've got the 3 winners here. I am happy it is over. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can go get food. I can go sleep. I can go. I'm probably gonna realistically go and end up because it's 12:30 now. I'm pretty sure I have a another live event in a half an hour for another 2 hours, and then what else do I have to do today? I'm sure I have more shit to do. I don't remember. Yeah, Velocity. That was a long one, bro. Oh man, but yeah, no, guys, you guys did great. Oh, we had a lot of questions, Crib. Like, a lot of people asked a lot of questions. But kissing ass isn't going to get you to win any faster than anybody else asking the weird questions. So, like, we'll see what happens, Crib. Where's Girly at? I'm sorry, Vina. We tried. We tried. We tried. On here. Where's my page here? I got it here somewhere. No, that's not it. That's it. Here we go. I think this was the one that. Here we go. All right, Girly. We're gonna get this taken care of. Wait. Where's the one that you wanted me to review? From last week. I know you tagged me in it. I just don't know where it is. Hold on. Girly submission for SolarShare. Okay. Here we go. The Paragon one, right? Yeah. Okay. Could have sworn I did the review for you for this one, but anyway. So we'll start off with this. Well, we'll end off with this because I did promise that I would do a call with you for this, and since we're already on the live stage and everything, we're gonna get this done for you, okay? So we're gonna start off. Not everyone needs to own an NFT because, to be honest, sometimes buying just doesn't make sense. Top tier NFTs can be expensive. How do you know if it's worth the price? Thinking emoji. Or maybe you need a rare gaming item for a weekend tournament or a pass to a one-time metaverse event. In these cases, renting is the smart option. But most platforms make renting way harder than it should be. That's good. I like that. I like the structure. I like the use of the emojis. I think that you did really well with it. As far as like a hook goes, I like the hook. You could have used like a flashier image or banner or something for them, like for your first post to kind of draw more attention. I don't think that this is the best one that they have up on their site. Like, so image selection can be important, just as important as having one too. So yeah, some platforms ask for collateral, meaning you lock up more value than the NFT is worth. Others require escrow with third parties to hold the NFT, which adds trust issues and delays. Worst of all, wrapping a complex process that creates a temporary version of the NFT, making it feel less authentic. The Find the Paragon team understands these pain points because they've lived them. They're builders, gamers, and collectors who know what the community needs: simplicity, security, and accessibility. Usually, I tell you to imagine renting an NFT with no collateral, no escrow, no wrapping, but now you don't have to because Paragon has built a system where NFTs can be rented peer to peer with zero friction. Hey, Harsay, thanks for the follow. Okay, I like the image. Find the Paragon. Team understands the pain points. You tag them only once. That's good. Builders, gamers, collectors. No collateral, no escrow, no wrapping. Now you don't have to be clear. This Paragon has built a system where energy. Okay. I don't see anything I complain with here. I mean, you probably add one or two more emojis, like here, or even at the end here. So that's a potential hit there. And then you've got how it works. You browse available NFTs, choose the one you want, and set the rental terms. Click rent, and boom, it's yours for the rental period. I like how you use the emojis as sort of like bullet points. The fact that they're different kind of throws it off a little bit. I like emojis at the end. You can still do emojis at the beginning. That's not a big deal. Yeah, well, I mean, it's hard because there's a limited set of emojis you can actually use with X. Whereas, like, with Discord, I've got animated emojis. I can do party blob. I can do all sorts of things with Discord emojis. I can't do it with fucking Twitter emojis. Twitter emojis are more difficult. And it sucks. Because I like Twitter. I like the platform for posting and stuff. But, like, some cool emojis, some animated emojis, like, it's not really that hard, is it? Right? Like, come on. But it's Elon. Everything's gonna be more difficult than it has to be, right? Like, and more expensive now because we're going up in price. You heard me, Elon. Charging me more for less. Anyway. Simple, straightforward, to the point. It's instructional. It's informational. It just tells you what to do and how to do it. It's straightforward. You don't have to max out your characters every post. Making a short, concise post like this with spacing there that works well, that's awesome. That works fine. So, like, you don't have to max out your character count every time, dude. Like, it works perfect just like this. All right? Paragon isn't stopping at rentals. It's building an entire ecosystem. Buy now, pay later for NFTs. Easy integration with Web3 apps. And so much more. You missed the actual rental system in that one. That's something I would say. Like, Paragon isn't stopping at rentals. Okay. Yeah. It's building an entire ecosystem. So, like, you could have put rentals in there as part of the bullets, right? Because you're saying it isn't stopping at rentals. It's building an entire ecosystem. If you were to say but Paragon isn't stopping at rentals, it also has this. That would kind of, like, work a little bit better. It works the way that it is, but, like, with Buy Paragon, but Paragon isn't stopping at rentals. It's building an entire ecosystem. Kind of feels like the rentals portion of it could still go in there as part of the list. You know what I'm saying? It works good still there like this, though, so no complaints, really. Just a thought aside, you know? Image, good. I like GIFs. GIFs tend to really bring home some of the stuff. Sometimes you don't really need an image. Sometimes you really need a GIF. Like, easy button, right? For Staples. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, the easy button commercials where they hit the easy button and then they've got a Staples tech or a Staples rep or whatever come up and help you. Easy button would go there because it's easy. Click, buy now, pay later. Click, rentals. Click, Web3 integration. You know, like, it relates that to that, you know? So, like, there's missed opportunities with some of the spots. It doesn't make them bad. It's just missed opportunities. And I'm also really weird with how I connect things mentally. So I might think of some things that you might not think of. And then you might think of some things I might not think of. Thank you, Thomas, for hanging out, buddy. I'll catch you later. Okay, for me, I think the team behind Paragon gets it. Paragon is guilty. Is guilty. Paragon is built by, with, and for core NFT users, creators, and newcomers. I like this statement. It's a little hard to read, but like the idea behind it and the way that it flows together is also kind of cool, because like you've got two like lists of data back here and up here. Like Paragon is built by, with, and for NFT, for core NFT users, creators, and newcomers. So like it connects two ideas together, kind of. I like that. Chris Austin, CEO, Blends, blah blah blah. Tim Harris, the chief, the chief gaming officer, brings decades of gaming experience shaping Paragon's approach to digital ownership team. What I would do is I would be um you could have done like a thoughtful face here. I would have removed this check mark. Maybe put a hammer for like building, right? That could have gone well in there. Chief Austin, CEO, blends his background in collectibles and growth with a deep passion for NFTs. Could put like a picture image, right? Like one of those portraits in there for like his thing for like representing NFTs. Um, Paragon's digital ownership, decades of gaming experience. Put like a game controller at the end here for this guy. All in all, it's not a bad like post, but like you can improve it with a little bit of emojis. Bold italics, underline, and all that other stuff is reserved for the premium account. So if you don't have premium, which you do, but you can, so then you can also use like bold italics underscore or under or highlight. So yeah, you have the opportunities to do those things with the formatting for the text. So I would, so that you can maximize your growth. You know, I think the team behind Paragon gets it. Please look at this. Please look at what. Oh, there's somebody mimicking me. Ha 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 ha. Great. Hold on, he's been in here since the 18th of February? What the frig? Bad hammer. Bad hammer. Easy peasy. Alright. So let's get this done. Tim Harris, the Chief Gaming Officer. So this essentially isn't bad. You can do a little with the emoji work. I like this because, like I said, it's on their about page for the team. It helps you connect your readership to a page that's on their website. So your post is top of mind when they're reading that. If they came to it through the post, these became kind of like just run-off sentences. Like, you kind of just like ran off with it, and you stopped like adding emojis. You stopped adding information to it. You know what I'm saying? Like even like the structure, because all you're doing is like posting on them individually. It becomes blockier. It becomes more difficult to separate. It's very plain, not enough emojis. It's not great. I mean, but it's not necessarily bad either. I mean, the big thing is making sure that, like, yeah, honestly, like the last two just don't really fit well. Um, they're wordy. Um, they don't have much emojis. Um, there's no images. Like, there's no gifs. You could have done some gifs for like team or like some sort of like advisory gif or something like that. Accessibility and trust and digital ownership. Handshake emoji could have went up there too, or like whatever. The handshake emoji could have went up there. Turning what used to be a complicated process into a seamless experience designed by a community of NFT lovers for the community and for the community of NFT lovers. I mean, ultimately, most of this stuff is good. It's just like you started off with like the information for the team up here, and it got like really plain, and then it just continued to stay plain. Like after that third post or whatever, or fourth post, like it's gonna be harder to keep people like engaged in your articles or engaged in your post. So yeah, I mean, it's ultimately it's not a bad article. It's just that you need to make some improvements with some of these areas. Like something like this. Speaking of tech, you could have bolded that. On the creative side, you could have bolded that or italicized that. You can bold and italicize certain words that help like enhance the message that you're trying to pass. But yeah, all in all, it's not a bad thread, girly. I like it. It's just this last part here for me kind of throws me off, you know? Alright, fellas. Is there anything else that you guys need from me? Now that I've reviewed it, I can go do some more work because I have something else coming up in like 10 minutes. So, we're gonna call it here. I'm gonna say my goodbye to the live, and then I will say my goodbye to you guys. I appreciate everybody for taking your time to stop in and say hi to us and hang out with the friends at CJN Friends. You're welcome to come and visit us. www.discord.gg/CJN Friends. Come become a friend. Come hang out with us. Play games. Chase change with me, Taurus Resh, and Maddox when he comes and joins us, and Ezia when she's up here on stage with us, and Graveyard when he graces us with his young boy voice. I gotta mess with you, Graveyard. But yeah, it was great. Today was an amazing day. We had Eigirdas in here. We had the COO of SolarShares. We had Maddox show up and share some of the fun times that they're having over there at Wolves Den, and the amazing things going down at GDC. We got to crown 3 Rumble Royale winners from today's event, and I still have yet to decide or get a choice on who's going to be the winner for the best question for the COO who showed up. And they've also, don't forget, SolarShares does also have a live AMA at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central European time for anybody who wants to go and check them out. Anybody wants to ask them questions live. Anybody who's curious about the project. Yeah, man, go check them out. They seem like they're an interesting, stable investment. Not some degen play, not some wild, crazy top bottom play. It's just a straightforward. You pay money for this, you get invested in this, and then you earn rewards over time. It's a great metric. It's a great standard to have, especially in Web3, where we have so many issues with the speculative craziness that goes on a day-to-day basis anyway. So yeah, guys, thank you.